fifth floor. Get off the elevator and am just immediately slammed in the face with the overwhelming smell of pot. Just marijuana smell. I'm like, it might as well be someone blowing it directly into my face. Like, that's how strong it is. Like, it's right there. It's not like you could smell kind of like the weird perfumey smell of the hotel intermingled with. It's like, no, this is the only smell.
It's coming
here.
through the AC.
Right. Like,
someone is hotboxing the fifth floor of this hotel.
Like, it has to have been like, you walk out of the elevator lobby into like the floor, and there's the hallway goes left and right from there. And there's like maybe like 5 or 6 rooms kind of like right in that basic area. Like, it had to have been one of those rooms because it was just right there in your face.
No towel under the door.
Yeah,
no fabric softener.
Someone didn't know to like put the towel under the door and crack the window. It's like just amateur hour. Or they just didn't give a fuck. Yeah. It's worth noting this is not the first time that I've experienced this at that Hyatt during California Extreme.
Well, last year it definitely...
Last year had the same thing of like when we first walked in and to get our rooms, it was like, oh, hey, California Extreme's happening.
Smoke 'em if you got 'em.
Smoke 'em if you got 'em, bro.
Yeah.
Definitely the mentality amongst certain convention goers. Anyway... I get back to my room and I thought, hey, I'll tweet about this just to give some folks a little sense of the flavor here at California Extreme, and just say, hey, 5th floor of the Hyatt Regency in Santa Clara stinks like marijuana. Good job. Keep good looking out, California Extreme. And then I believe at that point I do nap, and then I wake back up and look at my phone and realize that I have been replied to by. I just want to just pull out my phone so I can just verify the exact verbiage here.
This is the magic of the internet and Twitter and not realizing the consequences of just saying things and people having alerts set up for certain keywords.
It's like I wrote to Apple. At one point I said, I'm here at the Applebee's. It's either this or suicide. And like the Applebee's account wrote back to me.
Like, what?
I was like, no, what's wrong? I was just talking shit about Applebee's. And that was not the exact message I said. It was like generally talking shit about Applebee's. And he was like, what's wrong with that? Like, totally oblivious to me. Just going like, I want to kill myself instead of eat your food. But you're open late.
It's the only out here. This might take too long to find. Oh, here it is. All right. From the account at Hyatt Concierge. At Tazwell, that is horrible. I wanted to let you know I have contacted the MOD and they are sending security up to the 5th floor.
You busted some dude.
I fucking snitched out some people. Oh my god.
Snitches get stitches, motherfucker.
I totally narked out some poor harmless pot smokers. Like not the outcome that I would have wanted at any point.
But it's great because you said like the 5th floor. You gave them the most.
I gave them everything.
What is the MOD?
The manager on duty.
Oh, okay. What are they going to do?
Hey, you know what? I hope nothing happened. Yeah. I hope that no one got ejected or, at worst, a stern talking to.
I mean, you can't really. What is he going to sniff it out and find? the room?
You can't pinpoint the room, and then they don't have to answer the door.
Right?
Yeah,
they're probably fine.
Still,
and they were probably not even there at that point.
Whatever, fucking narc.
But still, I effectively narked out.
Narc.
Fucking
narc. Don't tell me anything ever.
Narc.
Because that's what's going to happen.
Or at least with no identifying markers.
Hey, Vinny, do you want to do some cocaine later?
Don't tell the narc.
Narc. I just kind of want to do that for start tweeting random shit.
I know, that was the other thought that I had is just start saying.
Man, I'm at the Sheridan and there's fucking white powder all over the floor here. This is 3rd floor. It's kind of fucked up.
I don't know why this naked guy is taking a dump in the middle of the 3rd floor of this Hyatt in Boston, but I'm not very cool with that.
3rd floor of the Nakatomi Plaza. There's bullets everywhere. Just fucked up Twinkie wrappers and shit.
Hey, is there a live raccoon in the lobby of your Holiday Inn?
On the 7th floor room.
That seems kind of weird. Yeah, that's the fun part is when you just start fucking with others. Right. Like, I'm on the 4th floor, but I have friends that are up on the 7th floor.
There's just blood oozing out of 712 at the Marriott here on Geary and 7. I'm not really sure what that's about. I'm hungry.
That's right. Couch it in.
Yeah.
Oh, this is just an innocuous whatever tweet. Trolling out there.
Great dinner tonight, but then I got back to discover that the hotel room next to mine is on fire.
There's a trail of toes leading into the supply cabinet.
Thanks, weird. Crown Regency.
Anybody want lunch?
So yes, that was my unfortunate accidental
Discovery,
stream.
I'd call it, really.
Yeah, so just know
Life lesson.
Just know that there are brands watching your every goddamn move on Twitter.
Yeah, that social media is really scary.
Yeah.
Did you reply to it?
It's just like, I mean,
No.
You know, so
Just block
Hyatt's
it.
out there doing that. Jamie Kennedy's out there doing that. Like it's
Dangerous precedent.
Yeah, there was no hashtagging or like adding. Like it wasn't like, hey, I'm trying to get Hyatt's attention over here.
Or it wasn't like at the Hyatt.
No.
Right,
It was just I just typed in Hyatt Regency in Santa Clara, 5th floor. Bring guns.
You know, real nondescript shit.
You think they even looked up?
I definitely unknowingly, unwittingly gave them
Right.
overly specific info. In retrospect,
Well, you know what?
In retrospect, that's on me. That's on me.
True, I'll say the silver
I'm
lining.
glad
that-
you owned up to that.
Yeah, you know what? I'll take that.
At
one.
least they're looking out, though. They're trying
Sure.
to give you the best hotel experience if that bothered you.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And you know, if you
For
know,
any means
they
necessary.
can't. The Hyatt can't parse out like sarcasm or irony
No.
from fucking Twitter. They just have to take all of that.
They're a hotel chain. That's not human.
Exactly.
Must destroy weed smokers.
Johnny, it's not Johnny Hyatt out there looking at the account.
Did anyone check into any rooms under the name Bud Smoka 420 Arcade Kings? If
Right.
so, that's if he's on the 5th floor, find him.
Just watch it.
Just
Right?
Billy Mitchell.
Out for that other Twitter account that says, just smoked out the 7th floor. Oh, no.
Just put 2 and 2 together. Find these guys.
Man, I'm just going to start. My room's real small here at the whatever inn. Man. And my cat farted.
It is, Jeff, you identified it, and correctly so, as the creepy, weird, scary part of social media is the, like, improving your customer service by just publicly bitching about stuff on Twitter.
Yeah, I don't like doing it.
Yeah.
I did it.
Did it work?
A couple weeks ago. Yeah.
For what?
I had ordered like the Beastie Boys album online and never got any kind of email, anything about whether the order had been processed, and it like got charged by PayPal, but never. They were supposed to immediately send a download code that I never got, and all this stuff. So I waited like 3 weeks, or I waited like a week, and then wrote in and said like, you know, there was an email address on the PayPal receipt that said where to write to. So I wrote to that address, didn't hear back. This is a company; it's like a fulfillment company that is that you know it specializes in doing this. And then waited another couple weeks, and then wrote on Twitter, I might have to stop payment, dispute this PayPal charge to company name, because they won't respond to my emails about this stuff. And then like 5 minutes later, someone goes, send an email to this address, he'll escalate it for you.
Oh, wow.
And so I wrote to that guy, and then he just kind of wrote back like, that's not our customer service address. You should have filled out this form. And I said, well, the receipt I got from PayPal has this address on it, and then I received a ticket number in response. So if that's not the right address, you were doing a very good job at making it look like it is the right channel for that. And it got taken care of like within like 2 hours after that. And it's just...
Check my cloud score, motherfucker.
Yeah. At some point, I feel like it's just like I'm using whatever follower number I have to bully companies around, and I hate that feeling. But
you got your download code.
But I got my download code. But as I was writing it, I almost didn't send it. Like I wrote it out, just going like, "Oh, here's what I'm doing right now: eating a sandwich, trying to think if I want to stop
Frustrated by
this
stuff.
Yeah, frustrated. Yes. Like the Twitter message should just say, like, "What's frustrating you right now?" That's what it's really for. Right?
Yeah, we should just all make a Twitter account that's like, you know, bitching at shit that we all just share and everybody follows, and it's like, I'm just going to write a tweet that says like, you know, Comcast fucking sucks. They're charging me way too much.
I don't think they respond anymore because that's what everyone says on Twitter is just this nonstop. Fuck Comcast. Those guys are assholes.
How about Xfinity?
Same thing. Oh. Yeah.
How about AT&T?
But I was also writing about how I'm probably going to switch to Comcast pretty soon.
Did they get to you?
Because my current ISP just doesn't have enough speed, and it's like a great local ISP, like they're awesome, but they don't have the speed. And like the CEO of that ISP, like responded and said, "Yeah, you got to go where the bandwidth is. I totally understand. No hard feelings."
Aww.
And I was like, "Yeah, are you expanding soon? He said, not in your area immediately. So, but you know, like
Right.
I will go back to them as soon as they offer a high speed
Right.
service
They
in my
just
area.
don't have
they
the
just don't
service.
have it right now. It's funny because this will be the second time I've left this ISP. The first time was because they didn't have dial-up numbers in my town, and I was spending like $150 a month calling into their dial-up. That was a long time ago. Yeah.
Dial-up. Modems.
So the internet's weird.
Laser
like
discs.
you know, like
Laser discs.
Pepsi has an account, and they write things like asking, like trying to get you to engage with their brand.
I just wonder who follows those accounts. Like, I sort of get why
Yeah.
they respond to people when they have like keyword searches set up,
Right.
But who is following Pepsi?
Yeah, like, and they're posting stuff like they're trying to engage people. Like, hey, it's summertime. What are you doing to beat the heat? Like, who the fuck's going like, well, Pepsi, I'm trying to stay cool with an ice cold Pepsi.
Hashtag Pepsi.
Yeah.
Fuck you, RC Cola rules!
From the RC Cola account.
That's right. Not drinking Pepsi. It's like some sort of piece of shit. That's what I'm doing.
And, like,
What are you talking about? RC Cola doesn't own computers.
The Coca-Cola Twitter account has like 3 times as many followers as Pepsi. That's
right.
That's how far down this I went like a couple of weeks ago. Just like sitting there staring at this, going,
Man,
what
that's
the
a
fuck?
That's a bummer.
Like when companies sign, like when they post things on Twitter and then sign it with the person's initials who's responding, it'll say like, you know, like a caret symbol, say KK.
Who's that?
I don't know. Sometimes
It's KK.
sometimes they'll list who it is on some other page somewhere that you're supposed to go care about. And I was like, what?
I kind of feel like I wish I could go to those pages, anyone that's following Pepsi or Coke, and just mass block all of them from ever following me. Like, if I could just like eliminate you from the pool of people I would ever.
This is an either-or proposition here, people. Either you are following Hamburger Helper on Twitter, or you're following me. That's it.
I might follow Hamburger.
Yeah, I would want to know who's
So
following.
that's the problem. You can't parse it out. Like who's following Coca-Cola ironically.
Right. Neil Hamburger. That's who.
Yeah, Neil Hamburger is sitting there following all of the brands and then taking a shit on them every time.
Axe body spray, assholes.
It's pretty accurate.
You motherfuckers.
Spot on Neil Hamburger impression, both in content and tone.
Thank you.
Be careful.
So just know that it can go the great way that it went for Jeff, that you can get your customer service needs met and you'll feel dirty about it, but at least you got your customer service needs met.
Yeah.
Or it goes my way and you
Fucking eat cheese.
did not mean for those to be your customer service needs, but they got met anyway.
And like the thing I did, the Applebee's thing, I felt like kind of bad about it because it just meant someone was sitting there like looking at it going, what can I write back to try and like salvage this potentially disastrous situation?
Because this is my fucking job. I'm sitting here and monitoring this Twitter feed.
It's my job, and I can't decide if this guy who is, you know, writing about killing himself in the same breath as Applebee's is kidding or not.
So like, how do I ride that fence?
I got really, and I actually got worried in that situation because I'm just like, man, it wouldn't take much to figure out that I live where I live,
right?
And like work backwards, and like, you know, like a manager might appear alongside me and say, like, I understand you're having like a no, fucking get away from me.
It's fine. I'm a piece of shit.
Call a hotline?
Yeah, exactly. So it's just.
Just give me some chicken fingers.
You know what you say on the internet.
Actually, you know what? That's the thing. The
man is listening.
This is all really good because you know what this is. This is real world consequences for your internet bullshit.
Yep.
And honestly, we could all use a little bit of that.
Well, like, do you guys get those automated messages, like you type about your iPad or something?
Yeah,
and something
yeah.
Oh, there's the spam box.
Spam,
Yeah, like that's I feel like it's kind of nice when you get a real person who is like just not trying to like spam you with stuff for typing something. So at least I feel like you get all the bullshit and then you get a real thing that'll happen. I've had
because I feel worse because then I feel like I'm wasting a person's time.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like every time I've gotten like one or two of those where it's just kind of like the weird thing. Like it never happens when I'm trying to do it. It always happens when I'm not trying to do it. But usually it's for I don't know. Usually I feel good about it because it is something. It's never been like I'm going to kill myself and go to Applebee's. It's always like
You're going to kill yourself and then go to Applebee's?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, first and then, you know.
Well, once
want a
you
good
kill
meal.
yourself, you're in hell. So what else are there to do but go to the fucking Applebee's? Eat shit food.
But it's
Those
usually
guys have some provolone stuffed meatballs that are really.
It's usually because it's like, is anybody having trouble with this router? Blah blah blah. And then sometimes I'll get. I think the one I got was like, yeah, email me. I'm like Linksys or whatever. I was like, yeah, dude, I can't get this to work.
I am Linksys.
I have a Twitter account. Do you follow Pepsi?
I have become sentient. I'm actually just a router sitting in someone's
I'm
house.
drinking an ice cold at Coca-Cola. Also, it's at Coca-Cola. They don't have Coke, which sucks for them, I bet.
You don't want to know who's got. You don't want to follow at Coke.
Yeah, I do.
That's bad news.
It's hip-hop sensation Juan Cocaine.
That's when you want to just start. Yeah, that's the account you want to troll for free products.
You think RC Cola really has an account? They got to, right?
Greer Beverages. They can set you up.
Lucian Greer himself manning that
I'm
account.
Lucian Greer. Looky here. If you're going to talk mess about my beverages, then just don't eat at that dim sum restaurant anymore.
Kind of want to
Oh,
fish.
but I like that dim sum restaurant.
Then go fuck yourself and get a Greer beverage.
Want to fish out a reply from RC Cola. Be like, man, nobody drinks enough at RC Cola these days. Thank you so much.
Where can I find? Hey, I'm in this area. Do you guys know a store where I can find an ice cold at RC Cola?
It's the only thing that'll quench my really thirsty, sandy throat right now.
thirst.
Summer thirst.
Oh man,
Are you looking it up?
I am, and I'm afraid Royal Crown may not.
About Crown Royale.
Well, yeah. Crown. If you want to talk to
Well,
Crown, if you want to talk to Crown Royal,
I do.
I talk to Crown Royal all the time.
About Goldschlager.
That
There's
talks to
two
me.
you bottles here.
At Jägermeister. Go fuck yourself.
I'm going to start collecting marbles because these bags are so nice, Crown Royal.
or if you have, keep all my 20 sided. I don't even have ever played D&D, but
Hey, this bag, I just want to... Just got some nuts and bolts or something. Keep it in this bag. This is a nice bag. I'm gonna keep it. Can I attach like a pouch? Can I attach this pouch to like my belt?
keeping all my weed gear in this sweet at Crown Royal bag here on the 5th floor at the Hyatt Regency in Santa Clara.
I'm a cut person. I keep my smoke bombs in this Crown Royal bag.
Or if you want to talk to the Royal Crown Escorts Service, they're on Twitter.
What?
But
So, RC Cola or Crown Royal?
It looks
I
like
got
Royal
hepatitis
Crown?
from Crown Royal.
So you're saying I can register it right now? I better do it before this podcast
No,
goes
I'm sure
out.
it's taken. It just may not be a
active.
corporate account.
oh wait, no, yeah, Royal Crown Cola is totally on Twitter.
Great.
So there you go.
Ringing endorsement.
Sure could go for some Faygo.
I'm not going to look up Faygo. Fuck you for that.
Anyway, what were we talking about? California Extreme.
California Extreme. I played some Baby Pac-Man. It's half video game, half pinball. It's
That game's amazing.
fucking